This XRP ETF thing might be a pretty big shocker to the market because the price is climbing. We'll talk about XRP price at the end. Oh, Caroline wants a little help with their sentencing. She doesn't want prison, but damn girl, you stole billions. Speaking of billions, the SEC enforcement action totaled so far $4.7 billion in 2024, and according to Garmin, we still got a few months left.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Well, hello, dudes and chicks, and yes, the SEC $4.7 billion for the year. Care Bear ain't slowing down, but before we get into the crypto, your comments come first, and pictures of my puppies, because Luke is so cute. He always hangs out with me in the mornings in the studio. 5150 Prepper says XRP will not need to double. We were talking about adding to the circulating supply. That's right, making it 200 billion. Holy shit. If XRP gets to $10 to $40, people will cash out. Supply will dramatically increase. Come on, this is stupidity to double. I'm telling you, I don't even think people will let XRP get to 10 bucks. We have seen people dumping hardcore at the 65 and 70 cent mark. So $10 being a little optimistic, but I get what you're saying, because once people sell, who's gonna want it? Study English CA says retail's just paying the bills. They do not care about you. Ripple stablecoin and ETF just for institutions. It tells you everything you need to know. Just so you know, the ETF will not be for institutions. Pretty much anyone could get into that. I got into the Grayscale trusts for other products. Actually, I got into it for their Bitcoin one. I did pretty good on it. Let's get to the news, because boy, is there a lot to happen. I got some good news regarding venture capital, baby. See, this is what happens. I just got done with a 3-hour run. My first hour, it fucking rained. My shoes got soaked. I got soaked. But then you know what? I put the boonie cap on. I put the earbuds in. Knocked out 2 more hours soaked gear. That's right. 3 hours in the books of hills. High humidity. Suck my balls, Mr. Garrison. Bitcoin's in at 59,964. We're going to get ready to touch 60,000. So touch that like button. Touch the subscribe too if you're into this kind of stuff. ETH 2413, BNB's at 552 while Sol's at 136. XRP, the ETF news. Pretty bullish so far for XRP. XRP almost at 60 cents. XLM melting faces. Oh, you remember those influencers, don't you? Where are they at now? They don't even cover XLM. I still do, because I cover the news whether it's good or bad, happy or sad. Look at me as like a beat writer. Crypto VC funding. Human Finance raises 38 million. Fuse clinches another 12. VC funding is opening, all right? That's why I'm bringing back this article. As rates are starting to come down, VC wants to put more money into crypto. And putting more money into crypto, especially millions and millions and millions and millions, guess what, everyone, is a good thing for all of us, because it helps with development. And with development, maybe we're going to get some products out here that a lot of people want to use that make some juicy adoption. With at least 19 startups raising venture capital funds over the past 7 days, with the largest round going to Human Finance, a tokenized real-world assets platform. That's big deal, everyone. So a lot of money is flowing. And if you want to read about the individual VC raises, you're welcome to do so, because this and all my other articles will be linked in the description below. Now check out that homegirl. She giving you a little stiffy, a little woody down there? If so, get your fucking eyes checked. Come on now. Come on now. She's a 4. I'm being generous. And I like nerdy chicks. They give me a little stiffy. This is not nerdy. This is like amphetamines mixed with being a brainiac, mixed with screwing you over for money. But listen to this. Former Alameda CEO Caroline Ellison requests leniency, asks for no prison sentence. Now, mind you, she did turn on SBF and she's really been helping out the courts. But should she really be allowed to not face any jail time for what she... Think of how many people she wrecked. Think of what happened with FTX and the fallout of FTX. How many people, how many crypto projects got screwed in? There's a lot of smaller projects out there that completely went belly up when FTX went out. There's a lot of them. There was actually an African crypto project, someone I was communicating with, that said their funds were locked in and they had to shut their doors because they were locked out of their funds. It was all in FTX. In the detailed court filing submitted by Caroline Ellison's legal team, they outline her cooperation with the U.S. Attorney's Office, the SEC, and the CFTC. as central to the request for leniency. Ellison's attorney stated that she met with prosecutors more than 20 times, providing critical evidence and insights into operations of Alameda and FTX, which helped the government bring down SBF. The memo stressed Ellison's cooperation was instrumental in understanding the extent of the financial crimes. And I get it. She helped out. But shouldn't she face some sort of jail time? Let me know in the comments down below. Speaking of jail time, the SEC doesn't care about jail. They care about taking money. I mean, I know they're here to protect you. That's what Gare Bear always says. But maybe they're just trying to line their pockets up. According to a report from Social Capital Markets, 2024 figures are largely attributed to the SEC's $4.47 billion settlement with Terraform Labs and its former CEO, Do Kwon, in June, making it the largest enforcement action to date. This legal action addressed serious issues, including misleading investors, offering unregistered securities, and we all know how this whole crypto hot potato mess started, the collapse of Terra USD. Total fines for 2024, which stand for $4.68 billion, include various penalties, forfeiture, disgorgement, and also realize, too, that LBRY got completely wiped off the map as well. This trend indicates a strategic shift by the SEC towards fewer but larger fines, with a focus on making high-impact enforcement actions that set precedents for the entire industry. You want to read about the crypto enforcement report? You want your Woody to go away for 2 reasons? Caroline Ellison and reading the SEC? Well, this one is also linked down below. Okay. Let's bring things to reality here, because remember, there's some channels out there that tell you some really dumb as fuck shit. Oh, XRP's going to $100. Dude, we can't even break $1. Like, would you shut the fuck up and be realistic? This is kind of one of those articles, but there's some good stuff mixed in. So we're going to filter out the poop, we're going to show you the good, and then we're going to talk price action. Because I think this ETF might be bigger than a lot of people are giving it credit for. And going back to your comments in the beginning, like I said, bring me something spicy, something relevant. Maybe I'll share it in the next video. The XRP ETF would be available for everyone. RLUSD, though, would only be for institutions. The conclusion of the Ripple versus SEC case has invigorated the market. It has. We have, according to Garmin, now about 3 weeks left for Gare Bear to appeal, and the odds are actually getting less and less. I've been following some prop betting sites and following the money lines, and I got to be honest with you, they're saying the same thing I am, which is every day that goes by is a day where Gare Bear simply don't care. Now, in terms of $4, not going to talk about that because we're talking about 60 cents and breaking it. What's awesome about this? Hello, everyone. It's the weekend and we're seeing positive price action. The weekends have been boring AF, but this price action all has to do with the trust news. That's right. So I almost said Gayscale, didn't I? I stopped myself and then I said it, but then I said it like in terms of like alluding to a reference. So yeah. Grayscale, I'll probably say Gayscale like 100 fucking times in this video, but Grayscale said, look, we're going to do an XRP trust. They did it with BTC. They've done it with ETH. They've got trust for a whole bunch of products, and they convert these trusts into ETFs once the SEC gives them the blessing, okay? So now what happens is this. We get the news. The volume has picked up dramatically from the announcement of this news. In fact, from that time to now, we're up about 12%. Was there an initial pullback? Yes, because I think, again, it goes back to expectations. That's why I brought up this article, aiming for a $4 milestone. You need to aim for some pills that make you think, not like a dumbass. All right? Don't be like this article, because that's what happened here. People were like, oh, XRP trust, it's going to lead to an ETF. We're going mooning. And then when they saw that the initial resistance was right around that 57-cent mark and we started pulling back, people were like, yo, another nothing burger? This is fucking dumb, dude. Right, it's about expectations. So the expectations should be very simple and you should be able to achieve them. Then you move on to the next expectation and you achieve that. You don't walk in to the bedroom, kicking down the fucking door, telling your gal, yo, I'm going to give you 45 minutes of straight pipe laying. That's right. I work for the union. I'm a pipe fitter, and I'm going to fit this pipe. No, you don't do that, especially if you only bring 5 minutes of thunder. You say, look, I'm going to give you the best 7 minutes ever. And she's like, oh, okay, 7 minutes. Then all of a sudden, you perform 8 minutes, and she's like, yo, I'm going to call you Zeus because you were a god in bed. And that was just because you only did 8 minutes. Now, the next time around, you're like, yo, 10 minutes. Pen me in. Don't pencil me in. Pen me in 10 minutes. You last 11. And all of a sudden, she's like, dude, this is awesome. See, expectation versus reality. It's better to take these small steps on the way up than it is to hope for the God candle, for the moonshot. But I know social media is filled with that crap. You cannot go on to Twitter. Yeah, I'm not calling it X. You cannot go on to Twitter without seeing, when you wake up tomorrow and XRP's $125, what would you do? Come on. Come on. No. Now, if the post was, you wake up tomorrow and XRP is 70 cents, what do you do? You're like, oh, okay. Okay, I get what you're going with this. This makes sense. In this ETF news, the conversion of it, the potential of it, because we're just in a trust format right now, is bullish for XRP. It's brought up the volume and it's brought up the price. Has it brought us closer to that God candle? No. No. But it's bringing us good news. And in fact, if we zoom out a little bit, now we start talking about where we had some of those resistance points about a month ago, where we have a pretty good chance of breaking through them. So the excitement this weekend is going to be this right here. Can we keep clawing on our way up to 60 cents? And when we get to 60 cents, does the market go, okay, we got some trust action here. We've got Gare Bear's thing ending in 3 weeks. Hopefully there's no appeals. Okay, 60 cents, maybe this is our floor. And then we're eyeing 70 cents. See, it's just like with my runs. Like I do long runs every weekend because I like to do ultra marathons. I have a 100K mountain race coming up. It's not like I just start my runs and go, I'm going to run 5 hours. No, I build it up. I go from 3 hours to 3.5 to 4 to 4.5 to 5. And I just kind of work my way up. Small steps because you can absorb that. And that's what you're seeing with XRP. And what you're seeing now is volume still being in the $1 billion mark. And it's the weekend. And I got to be honest with you, over the last 7 days, we're up about 12%, everyone, and that's great news. For real, that run beat my ass, and I've got a race in like 7 weeks, and I'm getting a little nervous because maybe I'm not going to be ready for it. But see, when it comes to XRP news, you're going to be ready because you follow the channel. Because you notice how it's Saturday, and I'm still bringing you the news, and guess what's going to happen on Sunday? I'm going to bring you even more news. News could break at any time of the day, and I'm going to bring it. Because crypto's traded 24/7, 365 days a week. And I bring it every day. Just don't tell my wife that because then she's going to be like, but Klaus, you always talk about expectations and versus reality and you don't bring it every day. I'm in my early 40s, okay? I got to be a little humble. But I'm also humble about the price of XRP. And I understand that a lot of this is going to have to do with venture capital building, getting involved. And seriously, if you start seeing some big venture capital interest in XRPL, that's going to be really bullish news. Because be honest with me here. What product on XRPL, what product from Ripple is really benefiting retail that much? So if we get some new VC money in and we get some building in and they make a product that you and I use, not trading, that's not using a product. That's just speculation. I'm talking about using a product. We get that. Oh, we might be talking about even higher prices. And that's what this is all about. Getting ready for the next step. Finding a goal, achieving it, setting a next goal, achieving it, and just working your way on up. And before you realize it, your goal was right here and now you're way up here. And you're looking down going, dude, look at all the steps I made. Yeah, and you did them all. That's how this works. So the idea of channels selling you on this God candle stuff, look at the charts. When the Torres action happened, people are so quick to dump it. Players are so quick to get out because they've waited for so long that you're not going to get the God candle. But you are going to get consistent steps if we keep hitting our goals. So let's be realistic. Let's stay tuned to the news. And mind you, in a few days, Garmin, help me out. Oh, thank you for letting me know that I kicked ass in my run today. Thank you, Garmin. But in a few days, Jerome Powell is going to be on the mic announcing whether he's dropping a 25 or a 50. If we get a 50 and we don't overcook the labor market, you could be looking at XRP being a 60-cent floor. Yeah, a floor price is 60 cents. So let's see what happens in the next few days. Join us on the live stream. It's going to be on the 18th, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And there we go. My camera's in focus again. 2 p.m. Eastern time with Jerome Powell coming on the mic at 2:30. Chat is always lit. We're going to talk about magumbos, jumblies, because everyone loves jumblies. We're going to talk about boating. We're going to talk about crypto. We might talk a little bit about running. We might talk about some naughty and nefarious things too. Because according to the SEC, that's all crypto is good for. Well, then what's cash good for? Because the last time I went to my local street pharmacist, I used cash. Huh. Oh well. Choo-choo, bitches. I'll catch you later.